Hi, English learners, and welcome back to Daily English Buddy. I am Justine.
And I am Alex. And today we are talking about one of the worst, most miserable places you can possibly go when you travel.
You make it sound like a haunted house, Alex. But you are right. Today we are talking about going to the pharmacy.
It really is miserable. Going to a pharmacy abroad is incredibly stressful. You already feel terrible, your body hurts, and all you want is to sleep.
Exactly. But instead of sleeping, you have to try and remember highly specific medical vocabulary in your second language.
It is a true survival test. You look at the boxes on the shelves and nothing makes sense. The medicine names are completely different from your home country.
And you can't just guess, right? This is the perfect follow-up to our At the Doctor episode. Because if you use the wrong word at a pharmacy, they might give you the wrong medicine.
Yes, or worse, they might think you are a criminal trying to do something illegal. It happens more often than you think.
Exactly. But do not worry, we are going to fix that today. We will teach you exactly what to say when you feel sick.
Absolutely. Before we dive into the lesson, please remember to grab today's free PDF study guide from the description box below the video. It has all the sickness phrasal verbs and symptoms listed clearly.
Yes, please download the PDF. Because if you don't know the difference between passing out and passing away, you are going to cause a massive panic in the store.
Wait a minute. Passing out and passing away? Justine, please tell me you didn't do that.
Oh, I did. I absolutely did. This is my ultimate disaster story. It happened during my very first winter living in London.
Oh, London winters. They are famous for making absolutely everyone sick. It is always cold and raining.
Yes, I had caught a terrible, terrible cold. My nose was completely blocked, my throat was sore, and I had a high fever. I was shivering.
Oh, shivering. That is when your body shakes because you feel so cold, even when you are wearing a warm sweater.
Exactly. I felt completely awful. So I wrapped myself in a huge winter scarf, put on my big coat, and walked to the local pharmacy.
Or, as they call it in the UK, the chemist. Did you go to a big chemist like Boots?
Yes, I did. I walked into the chemist, but my brain was completely foggy from the fever. I couldn't remember any of my English vocabulary.
That is normal. When you are sick, your second language abilities just disappear.
They completely disappeared. So I did the worst thing a language learner can do. I translated directly from my native language.
Oh no, direct translation is always a trap. It never works.
It really is. You see, in my language, the word for medicine translates roughly to the English word drugs. It is just a normal word for us.
Oh, I know where this is going.
I walked right up to the very serious British pharmacist. I slammed my hands on the glass counter and I loudly demanded, "Excuse me, I need some drugs."
You slammed the counter and demanded drugs?
Yes, I didn't know the difference between legal medicine and illegal substances. The pharmacist looked completely shocked.
I bet he did. A sick woman in a giant scarf demanding drugs.
The entire store went quiet. Everyone stopped shopping. The pharmacist leaned back and said, very slowly, "Excuse me, miss? We don't sell those here."
He thought you were trying to buy illegal narcotics at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yes, but I didn't realize my mistake. I was getting frustrated because I felt so sick. I pointed at the shelves behind him and yelled, "Yes, you do! You have so many drugs on that wall."
Justine, you argued with him about it? You pointed at the shelves?
I did. And then I said, "Please, just give me the strong drugs for my head."
Oh my goodness. What did he do? Did he call the police?
He looked terrified. He started slowly backing away towards the telephone. He said, "Ma'am, please calm down. How are you feeling right now?"
Oh no. The phrasal verb. Here it comes. What did you say?
I wanted to tell him that I was so dizzy I might faint. I might lose consciousness and fall over. I wanted to use the phrasal verb pass out.
Right. Pass out is the correct verb for fainting.
Yes, but my foggy brain mixed it up. I grabbed the counter, looked him dead in the eye, and whispered, "Help me. I think I am going to pass away."
You told him you were going to pass away?
Yes, and pass away is the polite English phrase for dying. I literally told a pharmacist, "Give me strong illegal drugs because I am going to die right here on your floor."
He must have panicked completely. A crazy tourist demanding narcotics and announcing her own death. Did he call an ambulance?
He almost did. He rushed around the counter with a glass of water. A nice lady in the store finally realized I was just a confused foreigner.
Oh, thank goodness for nice strangers.
Yes, she saved me. She translated for me, explained I just needed paracetamol for a simple cold, and apologized to the pharmacist.
That is incredibly embarrassing. You definitely hold the record for the worst pharmacy visit in history.
Thank you, Alex. I wear that badge with honor. But it is a perfect lesson for our B1 and B2 learners, because medical vocabulary is tricky.
It really is. You cannot translate directly. So let's switch to teacher mode and fix these mistakes. Let's start with your first disaster, the word drugs.
Right. In English, if you walk into a store and ask for drugs, people assume you want illegal substances. You must ask for medicine or medication.
Exactly. We go to the pharmacy for medicine. And there are two main types of medicine at the pharmacy. The first is called over-the-counter.
Over the counter. This means you do not need a doctor's permission to buy it. You just pick it up from the shelf and pay for it.
Right, things like basic painkillers, cough syrup, or allergy pills. You just buy them over the counter.
Yes, the other type requires a doctor's permission. That is called a prescription. We talked about that in episode 14.
Yes, you must have a paper prescription from a doctor or an electronic one on your phone to get strong medicine.
Perfect. Now, what about the amount of medicine you should take? That is a very important word.
Ah, that is the dosage. D-O-S-A-G-E. The dosage tells you how many pills to take and how often to take them.
For example, the dosage might be take 2 pills every 4 hours with food.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about describing symptoms. Because if you can't tell the pharmacist what is wrong, they can't help you.
Right. Let's start with the head. If your head hurts very badly, like a heartbeat inside your brain, you have a throbbing headache.
Ouch. Yes. And what if your nose has liquid coming out of it constantly?
We call that a runny nose. And if your nose is completely blocked and you can't breathe, you have a stuffy nose.
And what about the throat? When it hurts to swallow food or water?
That is a sore throat. So you would say, "I have a runny nose and a sore throat. Do you have any medicine for this?"
Perfect. Now, let's talk about those tricky sickness phrasal verbs that ruined Justine's life. Let's start with the big one, to pass out.
Yes, to pass out means to faint. It means to temporarily lose consciousness.
Exactly. Usually because you are dizzy, or you see blood, or it is too hot. You wake up a few minutes later.
But to pass away means to die. It is a polite, soft way to say someone has died.
So never, ever tell a pharmacist you are going to pass away. You will scare them to death.
Lesson learned. Okay, what is the phrasal verb for when you feel sick to your stomach and the food comes back up?
Ugh, that is to throw up. It is the most common conversational way to say vomit. I ate bad seafood and I had to throw up.
Exactly, throw up. And before you throw up, you usually feel nauseous. That means your stomach feels terrible and unstable.
Right. I feel nauseous. I think I am going to throw up. That is a great B2 sentence.
And what if you are just starting to feel sick? You wake up with a scratchy throat and a small headache.
Ah, that is a great one. You use the phrase come down with. You say, I think I am coming down with a cold.
It means the illness is just beginning to attack your body. You are coming down with something.
Beautiful. And finally, the best phrasal verb. When you are healthy again. When the cold is finished.
That is, to get over it. It took me a week, but I finally got over my cold. It means you recovered completely.
Perfect. So we have come down with, throw up, pass out, and get over. These are essential for talking to friends, bosses, and doctors.
And what about the side effects, Alex? That is an important pharmacy word we should teach.
Oh yes, a side effect is the extra, usually negative thing that the medicine does to your body.
For example, some allergy medicine has a side effect that makes you feel very sleepy. We call that feeling drowsy.
Right. Drowsy means you can't keep your eyes open. So you can ask the pharmacist, does this medicine have any side effects?
And they might tell you, yes, it makes you drowsy, so do not drive a car after taking it.
This is great. You know what we should do? We should do a very quick mini role play. I will be the pharmacist and you be the customer. Show our listeners how to do it correctly.
Oh, I love this idea. Okay, let's do it. I walk up to the counter.
Hello there. How can I help you today?
Hi, I think I am coming down with a cold. I have a sore throat and a runny nose.
I see. I can recommend this over-the-counter cold medicine. It should help clear your nose.
Great. Does it have any side effects? Will it make me drowsy?
Yes, it might make you a little sleepy. The dosage is 2 pills every 6 hours. Please take them with water.
Thank you so much. I will take a box.
And scene. That was perfect. No one demanded illegal drugs, and no one announced they were passing away. A complete success.
It is amazing what a little vocabulary can do. Okay, Alex, I think we have covered enough medical vocabulary to save our listeners from total embarrassment.
I completely agree. It is time for the Buddy Rapid Fire Quiz. Listeners, play along with us.
I am so ready. Put me in the hot seat, Alex.
Question 1. What do you call medicine that you can buy directly from the shelf without a doctor's permission?
That is called over-the-counter medicine.
Correct. Okay, question 2. Finish this sentence with the correct phrasal verb. I stood up too fast. I felt dizzy, and then I... Finish the sentence.
Oh, I felt dizzy, and then I passed out.
Spot on. You passed out. You did not pass away. Okay, question 3. What phrasal verb do you use when an illness is just starting?
You say you are coming down with a cold.
Yes. And final question. What is the vocabulary word for the specific amount of medicine you should take, like 2 pills a day?
That is the dosage.
You aced it! A perfect score. You have successfully passed your daily English Buddy pharmacy test.
Thank goodness. I feel much better now. And if our listeners want to feel confident at the pharmacy and ace their own tests, do not forget to download the free PDF study guide for this episode. The link is right there in the description box below the video.
Yes, please grab the PDF. It has all the sickness phrasal verbs clearly explained, plus a cheat sheet for pharmacy vocabulary so you never make Justine's mistake.
And before you go today, head down to the comments section and answer our question of the day. What is your secret home remedy for getting over a cold? Hot tea? Chicken soup? Tell us in the comments.
I cannot wait to read those. I definitely need some new remedies for this winter. Remember to subscribe to the channel for daily English lessons, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us on Daily English Buddy. Stay healthy, be careful with your phrasal verbs, and we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.